Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be reviewing a NASCAR Diecast 164 from Lionel Racing. This car really took a long time for it to be delivered, and I'm going to have to tell you that story in a little bit. But the car is this is Kyle Busch's 2023 Lucas Oil Chevrolet Camaro for Rich Childress Racing, or RCR. And this is the Auto Club Speedway or Fontana race win, or raced version. These are already on sale. Some people on eBay are selling them. Also Circle B Diecast, which I'll have to talk about them in a little bit. But yeah, I've been waiting for this Diecast to come out ever since February. After I saw the race in person, I put a little card annotation on. I actually did go to the Pala Casino 400 this year, the final race at Auto Club Speedway on the 2-mile configuration. And Kyle Busch won the last race, which I think it's up to now 5, or I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen. I think he's up to around that amount of wins at Auto Club. But yeah, let's take a look at it, shall we? So I just got it delivered today, and yeah, easy to open. Box aside, and there is the Diecast. And wow, this paint scheme definitely looks very simple, but it looks nice. Like, actually, I love the sponsor, how big it is and how you can see it for miles away. We'll take a closer look at it in a little bit, but this feels heavy because this is actually a Diecast body and chassis. Yes, the chassis is actually metal. So there's of course the regular one that has plastic chassis, but this was the only one I could find. And you know what, it wasn't that much of a price difference. It was like 15 bucks, plus it took me around like 18 bucks after shipping. Like I said, I'll get to that in a little bit. I'll get to that little story I have with Circle B Diecast. And yeah, very nice to have it now. So let's get up to the close-up. Alright, let's take a closer look at the Kyle Busch Lucas Oil Chevrolet. This is very cool. I love this simple paint scheme, but it just gets down like to the point, you know, like it's very simple, but it actually looks nice. Like, I wouldn't mind even seeing this for the rest of the year. It's just a very nice car. But it might look familiar to the Kyle Larson HendrickCars.com Chevrolet, especially this swoop that's behind or in front of the 8. It's just they got the stripe and then they just color everything else blue. In the renderings, the stripe is actually a little bit different when they actually announced it, that they were going to be sponsoring the Auto Club race. They kind of changed the stripe a little bit. It was more white than red, but then they changed it. I think I like the final version better. But yeah, I think first I'll talk about Circle B Diecast, and then I'll get into the details, so you can skip ahead if you don't want to hear my story. But Circle B Diecast, this is where I ordered it from. I ordered it on the 19th, and they didn't deliver it after a week, and that was when I actually let them know that that they still haven't delivered it to me. And then after I said that, they delivered it, and it took another week for it to actually get here. So it pretty much almost took around 2 weeks for it actually to be in my hands, and I just got it today. So yeah, I think that'll be my first and last purchase from that website. I've heard some negative things about them, but hey, maybe your experience is probably better than mine. But yeah, that was kind of disappointing. All right, let's stop the story and actually get to the Diecast, because that's what's important, right? So I guess we'll start from the front. So we have the Chevrolet Corvette, Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 front end with the specialized grille on the front. I don't think that's on the normal cars. I think it's only on the race wins or the raced versions. Carbon fiber splitter, which is actually seen on the bottom of the splitter as well. A lot of sandblasting on the front, especially on the fake vents and the Sunoco logo. You could barely even see that Sunoco logo. There's a lot of tire marbles and sandblasting. I mean, Auto Club Speedway that day, it was cold, and they couldn't even fully dry or even clean the track, so there's a lot of dust and dirt. Yeah, just a lot of debris out there. And yeah, this is Yeah, Auto Club Speedway. Yeah, like I said, I was at this race in person on February 26, 2023, the final race at the 2-mile configuration. And yeah, this car won the race. So yeah, the front has a white stripe and a red stripe, which is definitely smaller. RCR. Let's take a look at the side. There's that HendrickCars.com looking swoosh. There's the number 8. This is my first ever Kyle Busch 2023 car, and I think this was definitely the one I wanted the most because I got to see it in person. It won, and I just really like the paint scheme. Even if it didn't win, I still would have wanted it if they made it. 75th anniversary logo, another 2023 car. This is my second one. My first one was a Noah Gragson Wendy's, which I just reviewed. Lucas, the side. So you got Alsco uniforms, Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen, and that blank space is supposed to be a 3Chi logo, which I'm not gonna talk about it, but I think you know Kyle Busch was known as the Candyman. He's now known as the adult Candyman. We got Lucas Oil Products Inc. logo, their famous logo. Nutspend, BetMGM, so I got some gambling going on here. Rowdy, that's just his name, but that's pretty much the energy drink. Lucas Oil, I don't know how to pronounce that. Camaro ZL1 Chevrolet in the number 8, the black spoiler, of course. Lucas Oil on the deck lid. Busch on the window banners. Number 8, Lucas Oil, and the left side the right side is the same as the left side, except yes, there's actually an except this time. There is some scratches on here. This is of course how it looked like. There's definitely some scratches more on the fenders than of course on the other side. I mean, Auto Club, you're pretty much just riding the wall the entire time, so you probably got into the wall just a little bit, and definitely more I don't know if the camera will pick it up, some more dirt and grime on there. And the exhaust, there's detailed exhaust on both sides. And like I said, this is a metal base car, so it definitely feels a lot heavier, and it looks a lot shiny actually. Very cool. This is my first ever metal body modern NASCAR. I have a bunch of like cars from the 90s and 2000s with the metal body. It's cool that they returned it. I wish they had rubber tires though. I feel like that would have been more amazing. Let's take a look at the front again. So we have the gold Chevy logo, which is definitely unique. I don't know if it's going to be on every single car in the gold series, I should say, no pun intended. The Busch, the specialized window banner, it might look weird, but that's pretty much how it looked like because of course they need shade. Of course, Auto Club Studio, especially on the backstretch, you're looking west, and if the sun's setting, yeah, you're definitely gonna have sun in your face. Lucas, the font is definitely very different. Here it's like slanted. Here it's like pretty much not like italicized. Definitely very huge. Like every time I saw it coming down the front stretch, of course I was sitting on the front stretch grandstands, I would just see Lucas and then just see it pass by. Very cool. And gray, gunmetal gray wheels definitely look very nice. I think it's pretty much universal to all the cars, and I don't mind. I really don't mind at all. So that's pretty much the entire car. I'm really happy with it. Really, this is kind of upset with the shipping, but I really like this car. Definitely. I don't know if this is gonna be my new favorite next gen. My favorite next gen diecast is the 2022 Greg Biffle Grambling State University car for NY Racing. I don't know about this one. I really love this one because, of course, last race at Auto Club, lived close by there, got to see it in person, got to see it win, and I really like the paint scheme. But I'm gonna have to let you guys decide. I'll put a poll and see which one actually do you think is better, because I really like both of these. Now I'll just have two favorites. Yeah, that's easier. But that was the review of the Kyle Busch 2023 Lucas Oil Chevrolet Fontana win for Richard Childress Racing. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.